Happy Sunday to you, everybody. How's everyone doing? Good to see you. Welcome in. I hope you had a good weekend. Sunday evening for me. I know it's Monday for some of y'all, including Oz Nomad, the voice of the Australian tour. No, Chatley, your Microsoft Flight Sim keeps crashing. Ugh. Yeah, I understand Super Typhoon. Oh man, that sucks. Thank you for the beacon command. Hey Swan, how are you doing? Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're well. ePro enthusiast, a long time supporter and friend of the community here. Hope you're doing well, Swan. Good to see you. So let me just start out by saying thank you to everybody for understanding about last week. As I've said many times, I'm usually a very positive, upbeat person who encourages others, but every now and then people like myself need encouraging too. And last week I got myself in over my head with just a bunch of different projects, and I really thought that I don't know, I was just in a bad headspace. I couldn't focus on any one thing. I had so many things on my mind, and I talked to my wife about it, and she finally said, look, you've got to you can only do one thing at a time. Just do them one at a time. And as much as I hated to cancel stream on Thursday, it's just what I had to do. It's what I had to do. But what was going on was work is busy, and I'm taking 3 classes, which I've already finished one. Hey, Chainsaw, what is going on? How are you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Chainsaw and Raiders. How are you doing, man? Good to see you. Playing some Dark Souls 3. Nice. What's up, Chainsaw? Good to see you, man. There's a shout out for Chainsaw Chody. Chainsaw is a longtime friend of the community here. I'm talking longtime friend. Back when I was a variety streamer. Welcome in, Chainsaw and Raiders. Dizzy, thank you for the first time chat and for the raid message. Chainsaw, how you been, man? Chainsaw Chody is a very talented individual as well. I've seen him do some remixes of streams that are fantastic with music and stuff. Great guy. Yeah, man, it's good seeing you too. Gotta make some spaghetti. Oh, that sounds good. Raw Smackdown, welcome in. Thank you for the first time chat also. Seeing you around. I've seen you around some other streams, Raw. Welcome in. Hey, welcome in, Oz. Good to see you also. Hey, Stavaris, welcome in also. I'm going to scroll back up to the top of chat really quick, but y'all go give Chainsaw Chody a follow. Great guy. Again, I've known Chainsaw for a long time. Infidel Fireman was first in chat. Welcome in, Infidel Fireman. Go follow Infidel Fireman. He is another flight sim streamer. Does a lot for me behind the scenes. Great guy. Go give him a follow. He's a streamer also. Let me give him a, oh shoot. My shout out button's not working. So click on Infidel Fireman's name, give him a follow. Nova Stuff, welcome in also. Nova Stuff is here. Nova Stuff just got VR, so he's flying in VR tonight. Told him I was gonna make him type a lot in chat since it's his first time in VR. AZ Bubba, welcome in also. Good to see you. Super Typhon is here, the serial supporter of everybody flight sim related that I know of. Good to see you, Super Typhon. Welcome in as always. Nightwind Elf with a Prime sub. Nightwind, thank you so much. Those Prime subs are incredible because you only get one a month, and I thank you for choosing me to spend it on. Thank you so much for that. Trial, welcome in also. Trial is a member of the Flight Sim Thunderbirds, FSTB Trial. Is a member of the Flight Sim Thunderbirds. Let me give us a shout out. I say us because I am also a member of the Flight Sim Thunderbirds. I am the narrator of the Thunderbirds. And by the way, the only reason that shout out's working is because I've got a direct link just for the Thunderbirds since I'm a member of them is why that one did work. Let's see here. Chronico is here also. Welcome in, Chronico. Good to see you as well. Chetley is also here. Welcome in, Chetley. And again, Swan ePro Enthusiast 2000. So good to see you always. I enjoy keeping up with you on Instagram for sure. Good to see you. Ronan Crisis. I was about to mix that up. Say Cronin Risis. Welcome in, Ronan. Good to see you also. Thank you for the good vibes. And Chainsaw Chody, once again, thank you so much for bringing your people in to my channel. Thank you for that. Let's see, scrolling on down, making sure I don't miss anybody. Oz Nomad is the voice of the Australian tour. You'll hear him momentarily. I'll introduce him, let him do a quick voice check. But good to have Oz with us always. Captain Wotan, also good to see you, as well as Tavares. Raw Smackdown. Yes, we do frequent some similar streams for sure, Raw. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate that first time chat, man. Good to see you. Let's see here. David the Daybed, welcome in. Also, good to see you. Good evening to you, or evening my time anyways. Eric Flight, good to see you. Scoop, good to see you also. Scoop is another fellow Flight Sim streamer. Good friend of the community as well. Welcome in everybody. Fearing the Monday, I'm not, man. I love what I do. I truly do. So, back to last week on Thursday, I was in I was not in a good headspace. Not that I was like depressed, but I guess I was a little bit. So I let myself, when I stream and things go really good, like numbers are really good, I get really excited, and I tend to let that get me overexcited, I guess, and I get my hopes up. And so that was one thing, but also I had just signed an agreement with Rogue Energy and Tobii Eye Tracker and was doing my onboarding with them. Just a lot of stuff hit me all at once, and I said I have got to just step back and take a breath. And then Friday, Tam the OG, my daughter, her car broke down, and she said, Dad, I really hate to ask you this, but I need you to take us to her daughter's basketball game and do some other stuff. And I said, look, you know, I've canceled Thursday. I can go ahead and cancel Saturday. So I'm sorry I had to cancel 2 times in a row, but I'm here. I'm better. I'm better. Exactly. Right, Infinite Fireman. And I'm sorry that I'm like that. It's just, for 14 years, I was a service manager at a dealership. And when you're a manager, you are a number person. How many customers did we have today? You know, and stuff like that. So it's hard for me to get out of that mode, because I find myself still, even after 5.5 years being removed from that position, I still find myself in that, put my management hat on and like, we got to do it, you know? So anyways, I'm glad to have everyone here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your understanding. I appreciate that. Yeah, Eric, it's tough sometimes, and I feel like I let you guys down when I cancel. So anyways, I'm here and we're gonna have fun tonight. So tonight, once again, we're gonna be in Australia, continuing our Australian tour. And while I switch to the PC scene, I'm gonna let Oz say hello, and we'll do a mic check. How you doing, Oz?
Yeah, good morning, Scruffy. Doing well, thanks. Doing well. Hope everyone's well today. We've got a nice leisurely flight down the coast today. Some very nice beaches to see. We'll be overflying a pearl farm, heading into Broome. We can stop there for a while and have a camel ride on the beach if you like. And then we'll proceed a bit further down the coast and see a couple of other sort of notable items along the way. A word of warning for all of you. I've noticed that there is if you're on live weather, there's a pretty stiff crosswind at 90 degrees across the runway here this morning, 9 to 10 knots, I'd say. So I don't know about everyone else, but I'll be doing a no flaps takeoff and ailerons into wind.
Yes, I did notice that, Oz. Thank you. Yeah, pretty stiff crosswind, like Oz said this morning, in Australia for sure at this airport. So watch those crosswinds, y'all. I'll go ahead and put up the weather app so everyone can be wary of that. So if you weren't here last stream, I've actually got a new what do they call it? Whatever it is on Flow that Lima Kilo Mike created, that not only tells you the closest airport, but also how far away we are and what direction from that airport, because that's the question everyone wants to know. What's the closest airport? How far away are you from it? What direction? So that answers all those questions. I love that. And it's a free widget for Flow as well, located. It's over on flightsim.to.
Ooh,
So
that's nice.
yeah, it really is nice, Oz. It works beautifully. I've tried it out a bunch. That being said, I've got my Tobii eye tracker set up, and it's gonna take some getting used to. I don't want y'all to get dizzy. I still struggle with it a little bit, so I'm gonna have it on and off some. But we'll see how it works out. But I really do. It's amazing. It's an amazing technology. During the setup, they have you look at little tiny dots on your monitor, and the little dots blow up as you look at them. So it's very precise. But it's gonna take some getting used to, because I'm used to doing everything by hand. So looking around with my head's gonna be weird. Plus my monitor's off to the side, not directly in front of me like it should be. Classy, what's up? Chili Willy, what's happening, man? Chili, how are you doing? Chili Willy, another Flight Sim streamer, friend of the community. Tell you what, let me see if I can get my my stream. Hey, Crowbar, what's up, dude? How are you doing? Oh, Trial, you're on the wrong server. Yes, we are on Southeast Asia server. Classy, good to see you, my friend. Thank you for shouting out Chili Willy. I'm gonna see if I can get my Stream Deck online too really quick. For some reason it is offline. Give me just a second. Get my shout out button working. There we go. Let's link this thing. All right, we are connected. Hopefully. I'm gonna check out my shout out button really quick. Try to shout out Infidel Fireman. Let's see if it works, and then we'll get on. Hey, what's up, Chili Willy? We are flying in Australia. We're flying down the western coast, starting to fly down the western coast of Australia tonight. Oh yeah, Eric Flight. So I do have multiple monitors on right now. Chat's directly in front of me, and then my map's over on the left. So I've got a button a hotkey to turn it on and off. Yes. We'll see.
First time.
Ooh, Chronico, that's a good one actually. You hear that flying channels actually have flying? What? Really? Do they? Yeah, so I'm gonna have a hotkey to turn it off, because when I look away, it's swinging all over the place. All right, let's see here. Another raid? Rolly Mall is raiding. What? We hadn't even got in the air yet. We've already had 2 raids, y'all. Man, this is wild. Rolly Mall, welcome in. Rolly and Raiders, how are you guys doing? Welcome in. I'm Scruffy Tam. I love flying. I have a passion for flying, a passion for people. Welcome in, Rolly Mall. How are you doing? Hope your stream was good. Hey, great. How you doing, man? Welcome in. Good to see you. I love those emotes there. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna turn the eye tracker on, and let's see how I do. Oh my word, I'm already in way too close than what I wanted to be. Hang on, let me reset it. Yeah, it really is. Rolly Mall's a great guy. Hey, Paradox, how you doing, man? Good to see you. DH Paradox is another streamer friend. Paradox streams American Truck Sim and Flight Sim. Good to see you, Paradox. Welcome in. Oh my gosh, yeah, Ori, right? It should be for sure. All right, let's see here. So part break.
Hey, settle down. Take it easy.
Part break on.
I'm a goofy goober.
Thank you so much for that follow. I love aviation too much. Oh, I do too. Thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate that. Welcome in. Good to see you. I do need to probably do a disclaimer of some sort, don't I? All right, got these on. You know what? Forget doing things properly tonight. So what's my favorite part of the weekend? My favorite part of the weekend, honestly, is spending time with my family. We had a good time. We went to Tam the OG's daughter, Cece Cat, went to her basketball game, had a blast, and just spending time. And I did a lot of reading. Also, I'm reading a Stephen King book that I'm really enjoying as well. So yeah, it's that was really my favorite part. Just taking a step back and clearing my mind, really. Kev Sim Corner, welcome in. Good to see you also. Beethoven, how are you doing? Gasper's here. Oh yeah, no problem, Gasper. Thank you for that fart. Kev Sim Corner, welcome in. Kev Sim Corner is a American truck sim streamer on Twitch and on Facebook. Kev is a great guy, very engaging streamer as well. Good friend of the community here also. Go give Kev Sim Corner a follow, please. And let's get up in the air. Be very mindful of the wind. Very mindful of the wind. Once I get up in the air, we're going to be flying a heading of 1908 degrees. So let's get up in the air. I'm going to turn my Tobii eye tracker back on, and I need to play with the adjustments a little bit. It's a little bit too sensitive in my opinion. Let's go. Next leg. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. There we go. Hang on a minute. Watch the crosswinds, y'all, when you get up in the air. See, I need to do some settings on this. I think before I use it on stream, I need to adjust some things. The Tobii eye tracker, it's going to be amazing, but until I get it adjusted right, I probably don't need to use it live on stream. So the next leg, Beethoven, the next airport is going to be actually, we're a little ways away from the next airport. There you go. Thank you for posting that route, command. There, that'll give it to you. It does take a while to get used to it, so I'd rather get used to it off stream than subject y'all to dizzying head movements. Crowbar, thank you for the door knock troll. Viper Strike, how you doing, man? Viper Strike is another fellow flight sim streamer. Awesome streamer. It takes a ton of time with his flight plans, where he's flying. You will definitely learn something on his streams. Go give Viper Strike 95 a follow. Great guy. Seriously, very engaging as well. Good to see you. Cyber Tiger, what's up, Cyber Tiger? Good to see you as well. Cyber Tiger, another longtime friend of the community here. Played a round of Fortnite with Cyber Tiger and Infinite Fireman and Oshev a while back, a couple weeks ago. Went from Dubai to Karachi today. Nice, Viper Strike. So I have had some people inquiring about the balloon that was flying over the United States that got shot down right off the coast of South Carolina. And I had heard of it, but I was not aware that it was going to be flying right over my city, basically, or the area that I live, so I could have seen it. So no, I didn't see it in person. However, a lot of people in our town and in the surrounding region did get pictures of it as it flew overhead. Yeah, 60,000 feet up. It was still, from what I can tell, very visible from the naked eye, though, or with the naked eye. Paparazzi, what's up? Your power went out on February 1st and just came back on? Oh my word. Dude, no problem, Paparazzi. That's pretty rough. That's pretty rough that you've been without power for that long. Was it the weather? Oh, yeah. Yep. Infidel Fireman told me that y'all were having some weather over that way. Yeah, Chronicle, I've got to look up those videos. I haven't seen any video of it yet. I've seen a lot of pictures, but I haven't seen any videos of it. What, Throttle Quadrant? This is the Bravo, the Honeycomb Bravo. What's up, Ace? Welcome in. Good to see you. Now, I like the Toby for the external view. External view is pretty cool. It doesn't seem to be quite as jumpy. So if I want to look at something, I can look over here. Oh, I can turn around and look behind me. See, we can see all the people behind me. I don't even have to touch my mouse. That is cool. That is cool. Oh yeah, please post it in Discord. That'd be amazing. Thank you. Yeah, that'd be awesome, dude.
Okay, down below us, slightly to our left, as we track down the coast here, is the Lombardina.
Condition! Unacceptable!
Sorry, Oz.
That's okay, quite acceptable. The Lombardina Aboriginal community, about 400 indigenous people live in that community, and there's 2 or 3 of those dotted around this peninsula. A lot of the people that used to live out on the islands that we flew over last leg have gravitated to these somewhat larger centres over the years.
Very interesting. Yeah, that is a very small community there too.
Yeah, beautiful beaches down this coast as we head down.
Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, that's all right, Kev. Thank you, Beethoven. No worries at all. You never know when a sound alert's gonna pop up, so it doesn't bother me.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Hey, yes, Rap. What's going on? How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome in. Hey, Jim. How are you? Getting a tea going down to the hangar and gonna try to join in with me. Nice. We're on Southeast Asia, Jim. Southeast Asia server. Thank you. And so if anyone would like to jump in and fly, feel free to jump on in and fly along with us. I've got this new widget for the flow mod that Lima Kilo Mike created that tells you not only the closest airport, but the distance from it and what direction. I love this. It's amazing. No problem, man. Thank you, Jim. Jax, what's up, Jax? Thank you for the sock command. So my socks of the night are on the right foot. I've got my airliner socks, black socks with airliners on them. On the left foot, taxiway socks. Taxiways on the left, airliners on the right. These are courtesy of DC Viper. Actually sent me these a while back, sometime last year. Yeah, they're pretty comfortable too. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So, speaking of tube liners, I've decided on a Tuesday theme. So my Tuesday theme is going to be Turbine Tuesdays. Turbine Tuesdays. We'll be flying the Vision Jet on Tuesday mornings somewhere. I don't know exactly where, but I know the first one this coming Tuesday is going to be one of the company routes for Parasox Air, my virtual airline. Thursdays, of course, are still going to be in Australia. And then Saturdays, for the time being, I'm going to read. So I got a really hilarious story. When the Italy World Update dropped, I decided I was going to showcase the World Update on stream. And I created this really elaborate flight plan to cover all the updates, the airports and all the scenery and all that stuff. And we flew it. And it was months later before I realized that I had not loaded in the world update. I had downloaded it, but I didn't actually like install it or whatever. So we did the Italy. I know, right? So we did the Italy world update without the update actually being there. So I was struggling to find something. This is one of the things that was on my mind last week that I had to do.
Unacceptable condition! Unacceptable!
So we'll be doing a tour of Italy on Saturday mornings for the next several Saturday mornings. So I'm glad to have that off my mind. I know what I'm going to do on Tuesdays. I know what I'm going to do on Saturdays now. And of course, Sundays and Thursdays, we're in Australia. So that's something off my plate. So I mentioned that Tobii Eye Tracker and I have partnered. So I can, if you're interested in the Tobii Eye Tracker, I can offer you a discount. It'll come up on the chat. I'm not going to hammer everybody with it. But I also partnered with Rogue Energy. I was somewhat familiar with Rogue Energy, but I had never like tried their product or anything. When they reached out to me, and because I'm not an energy drink person, I'm naturally full of energy, even though I'm a big guy. Ooh, I gotta talk about that too. I've lost some weight, y'all. So they reached out to me and I really researched their product. I got some free samples from them, tried them out, and I'm sold. Not only do they have an energy drink, but they also have a hydration line as well that's really, really good. So I have partnered with them, and if you do having the wrong Italy, exactly, Kev. I mean, 100%, dude. It's not acceptable. So if you already use Rogue Energy products, I can get you 20% off. Just scroll down into the panels there for the discount. And again, I'm not gonna constantly talk about these things. Y'all are here to fly, not to hear me give advertisements, right? But I can say it's good stuff. It tastes amazing. Yeah, so speaking of being a big guy, one of the things that I was going to do this year is lose some weight. So when I go to Flight Sim Expo, I'll be able to be more, active and get around and not have to worry about being out of breath and all that stuff. So I've told y'all before, I've got a scale back here in the room, but the scale hasn't been able to weigh me in a while. Guess what? The scale weighed me yesterday, 403 pounds. When I went to the doctor in October, I was 424 pounds, I think it was. And that was before the holidays. So I'm guessing that I got up to about 435 or so easy.
Mine just says, get off.
Right. Oh, mine did too. It just had 3 dashes before yesterday. And I was really excited that it's finally weighing me. Yeah, exactly, Super Typhon. I'm hoping I can get at least to 350. And we'll see. My goal is to hit 250 pounds, but not before Flight Sim Expo, of course. I'd have to starve myself to do that. So that's last week wrapped up in a nutshell for you. Right. Oh my gosh. Oh, I thought you were saying you only weighed 70 pounds, Trial. Dude, yeah, if I could give you some, I would definitely give you some. So flying along with us, we got Nightwind Elf, we got Trial, AZ Bubba, Textural Eagle, Infernal Fireman, Oz Nomad, Captistick, Crunch, Pirandini, and Rock, as well as Cap Wotan and Chronico flying along tonight so far. Anyone else that would like to jump in, feel free to do so. You're bouncing around back here? No problem, Nightwind. Yeah, the winds are kind of crazy. And Nova Stuff just got a VR headset today. He got it set up, so he's flying in VR. And I told him I was going to ask him a bunch of questions so he could type them in chat while he's trying to fly in VR. But this eye tracker is really cool. So like I'm gonna hold my head as still as I can and just move my eyes, and watch how the screen moves just by moving my eyes. It's just my eyes. It's looking where I look, which I think is crazy. And I think it would be great for like a first-person shooter game. Like if I was big into Fortnite, that would be a game changer for me. It did look weird, didn't it? I want to change the sensitivity just a touch. Nova Stuff helped me yesterday get it set up, the base stuff set up. But as a streamer, I don't want to make you guys sick by the screen wobbling all around and stuff, you know? So I'll get it worked out, get the sensitivity tuned down a little bit. But I'm very thankful to Toby. Oh, you know what, Ori? That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Thank you. But I'm very appreciative for Toby for reaching out to me, and they gave me this Tobii Eye Tracker 5 in exchange for, you know, just partnering with them and offering my viewers a discount and stuff. So if you don't have one, or if you want to learn about it, I've created a command !Toby. Yeah, Ori, so far I like it too. When you stream, you turn the eye to the lowest setting so you can look at chat. Oh, Kev, do you have one too? Because that's what I need. I need to talk to someone who streams using it so that I can kind of get some settings that are, I mean, I appreciate Nova Stuff doing what he did, because it really did help a ton, because it was going nuts until he helped me. But I need to kind of fine tune it a little bit more with someone that streams using it. Cool. Kev, if you don't mind, sometime, if you can take a screenshot of your settings and just post it in Discord somewhere, tag me in it. I'm perfectly cool with that, if you don't mind. So this afternoon we took the grandkids always spend Sundays with us. Yeah, it does. I think I've just got, unfortunately, I think my graphics card is just wiped out. I mean, it's doing all it can do. Yeah, because I've noticed some of it's very blurry, and then other parts are more clear. I think my graphics card is just, it's like, Scruff, I can't do anything more, but you keep asking me to do more.
Your online stuff working okay, is it, Scruffy?
No, you know what? It did. Oh, that may be part of the reason too. It did come up a little while ago and say that I was offline, which I think Captain Arash had that issue too, didn't he?
Yeah, sometimes when it does that, it actually switches your online functionality off in the settings.
That might be what it is. Where do I go for that? General
Options data.
No, online showing on.
Bing is off.
Oh, yep.
Bing.
I noticed that right before I clicked off. Thank you. Right when I was clicking off, I said, oh wait, that says off. There we go. Oh Lord, that's gonna take a minute. Shoot, I shouldn't have done that right now. Is Oz a little quiet? Sorry about that. I'll boost him up a little bit. There we go. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a huge, that made a world of difference. Thank you.
That's more like it, yeah.
Glad I said something.
Yeah, me too. Thank you. Oh, did it, Super Typhon? Yeah, I can't remember what, it wasn't his last stream, but one stream, maybe the one before last, I was on there and he kept on getting those messages. It was horrendous. Oh, cool, Beethoven. I didn't realize that. The avatar on Beethoven's profile is an American dingo and he's called Beethoven. Nice. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, we have the kids here that they are grandkids usually spend Sundays with us. We pick them up, bring them to church, and after church they eat with us and we'll, you know, just play outside in the yard or whatever. So today I pumped up their bicycle tires and they were riding out the road and I kept on hearing some planes running patterns over the house. And I was curious what they were because I couldn't really see them. Oh, I should go back and look at the river. How far back is the river? Oh, man. Hate I missed that.
I think you're just coming up on the main river mouth here, aren't you, by the looks of it?
Yeah, I think he was talking about that
just ahead of
first
it.
one.
Ah, okay.
So I broke out my flight radar app on my phone and looked, and there was a Beechcraft Bonanza flying patterns and shoot, I can't remember what the other plane was now. Anyways, I love the Beechcraft Bonanza, the details. They are so freaking cool. No.
Is flight radar actually still working? Because there was a big outcry when the underlying server technology for everybody reporting in to that was sold to someone for a lot of money, and everyone was going to stop sending in their data, I heard.
Oh, really? No, it seemed to be good because there were three small planes out of our local airport flying. I didn't look for commercial things, but as far as the local, it worked.
Maybe it was just a small protest in the end then. Obviously, lots of people are still sticking with it.
Yeah. No, Gaspar, I did not see that. Wow, really? Was that on the news? Did it make the news? I've been kind of removed. Like I just, when I get like I did last week, I just have to remove myself from social media and stuff just because it just becomes overwhelming. But yeah, I missed that. Hey, Hallie, how are you?
Okay, so this inlet is Beagle Bay, and there's a small community just on the coast of the bay here, and a larger the actual Beagle Bay community is a little bit further inland, and there's an airstrip there too.
Nice. I'm trying to get more on the flight path than what I was. Let's see here. I do. Oh, Hamo Time. Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Bubba and a Paradox. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Welcome in, Hamo Time. How are you doing, man? Good to see you. Hamo Time is another good longtime friend of the community here, a big supporter of the channel. Hamo Time, I appreciate that a lot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mariner Hallie, also another good friend of the community here, a fellow flight sim streamer. Really enjoy his channel. Spent some time in there yesterday, actually, watching and lurking. But a great guy. Go give Mariner Hallie a follow. Planet Neutral, how are you, man? Yeah, that's scary that the airplanes were only, they got as close to 80 feet from each other. That's scary. Planet Neutral, how you doing, man? Planet Neutral is another flight sim streamer, friend of the community, great guy. Another very engaging streamer, does some really cool stuff with the bits, donations, and subs that he gets. Go give him a follow. He's a great guy. I did, Mariner Halley. I had a weekend that I needed. I needed to clear my head, and so it was a good weekend. Thank you. I hope you did as well, Halley. Yeah, YBGB. We're 10 miles away from YBGB. Yes, we are. Thank you for asking. And so my socks of the day, Mariner Halley, thank you for that. Oh, how often, whoa, what is going on here? Oz, how often do cyclones hit this shore?
Varies from year to year, and as they come further south down to here, they start to tail off a bit. The more serious ones are further north where we've already been, but they do get here. I mean, I'd say in the average wet season they'd probably get like half a dozen to 8 cyclones coming through the northwest of Australia, and you know, the areas they affect depends upon when they make landfall and so forth. If they hit further north, then they tend to track inland and dissipate as they go over land. But some can get down here, and we've had some way down south. A place we'll come to in a few legs, but a particularly bad one hit a town only 600 kilometres north of Perth a couple of years back. Almost wiped the town out because it's not somewhere that normally gets them, so that the buildings and that were not built to cyclone standards, and kind of they're still recovering to this day. We were up there a few months ago, and there's still houses with tarps on the roof and so forth, and buildings kind of destroyed.
Wow. So my socks of the day, thanks to Halley, are on the right foot. I've got my black socks with airliners on them. On the left foot, I've got my taxiway socks, courtesy of DC Viper. Many of y'all know DC Viper. He sent those to me sometime last year. I love them. Kurt Deasy, what's up, Deasy? How you doing, man? Sorry that I missed you coming in there. Kurt Deasy is another fellow flight sim streamer, great guy, very fun, very engaging. Also, enjoy Kurt Deasy's streams. How you doing, Kurt? Good to see you, dude. Hammer time. It's proper season up there too. Oh yeah, you know what, Hamlet time, we were looking the last stream and the stream before that, Oz was telling us about some of the places that have been cut off due to one of them was a bridge collapse, the other one a road was washed away. So yeah, that's pretty wild. Oh, Beethoven got a message now, just now, a 7.7 hit in central Turkey. Dang, that is strong.
Yeah, there's still 2 sort of significant towns in further north that we've already passed through that are cut off. Derby is one of them on the coast, and the other is Fitzroy Crossing further to the east on the main road. That's going to go on for quite some time, I think.
Wow.
What the scallop? How goofy goober!
Coog, I guess is how you say your name. I'm not sure how to pronounce that name, Coog. But thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Doing a long haul from JFK to Amsterdam. Oh, that is a long haul. Just call you K. Nice. We will do that, man. Thank you, K. Appreciate that. Thank you for the follow and for the introduction. And Scubalicious, what's up? So if anyone would like to fly along with us, feel free to jump on in. This is the closest airport and direction and miles away from it. If you'd like to fly, we're on Southeast Asia server. Gasper, thank you for gifting a sub to K. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Scoop, how you been, man? Good to see you, Scoopalicious. And thank you so much for gifting a newcomer the sub. I really do appreciate that a lot, a ton. Nice. Thank you, Jim. Waiting at YBGB. Actually, are we heading to Derby?
No, we've already been to Derby, Scruffy.
Yeah, we've already passed. Yeah. Yep. Here you go. Let me show you, Jim, really quick. So, Jim, here, this is me, the yellow plane, and then YBGB is Beagle Bay Airport. That's Derby. So if you want to, you can just slew over to me though. So we're we are west of Derby, although that's east of Derby though, isn't it?
No, Derby is much further north from here, Scruffy.
Okay. The widget.
YBRM is our next destination, though.
That's weird because the reason I'm saying that, the widget's showing that I'm 18 miles west of Derby, but I'm really not. I guess west Derby's 18.
I beg your pardon. Well, YBGB is not Derby. There's some weird names in the sim. YB.
Gotcha, Oz. Okay, I'm with you.
YBGB is in fact Beagle Bay. But you're right. You are right, actually. Sorry, I've just looked at the map, and Derby is east and slightly to the south of us, actually. Sorry.
Gotcha. No worries. So I think what this is saying is that YBGB is 19 miles west of us is basically what this means, I think.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yep.
Okay, good deal. Thank you. Sparky, what's up, Sparky? How are you doing? Sorry for that. Oh, so Kay, the cold file is that starts you out at usually a fuel spot or a parking spot with the engine off, plane cold. The hot flight plan will start you on the runway, usually facing into the wind, engine roaring, ready to go. So that's the difference. Some people like to start cold. I like to start cold most of the time. Some people like to start hot on the runway and take off from there. So that's the difference in the two.
Coming to Coulomb Point now, and the beach off to the right is called Smirnoff Beach. I'm not sure if that means you get free vodka, but it sounds nice.
You know, this is another very beautifully, I don't know how, I mean, just beautifully textured, I guess, area, kind of much like what we saw last week. It must have a really high tide as well.
Yeah, the tides are very high all the way down this coast. Yeah, Derby's the biggest, but there's still large tides all the way down for several hundred kilometres, yeah. But the colours of the sand and the water here are just beautiful.
Oh gosh, yes they are. Sparky Pilot, how are you doing, Sparky? Good to see you. Huge hugs to Sparky Pilot. Sparky Pilot is an awesome flight sim streamer. She's fairly new to streaming and is just killing it over on her channel. Does some Microsoft Flight Simulator, and the other name just left me. Anyway, she's a great engaging streamer. Go check out Sparky Pilot. I enjoy Sparky Pilot streams. Marco, what's up, Marco? How are you doing? Marco is also a streamer, if I'm not mistaken. I think Marco's a streamer. I want to say I got a couple go lives from Marco. Go give Marco a follow also. Marco52, Marco52. Oh no, Night Wind Elf. Flight sim just crashed on you? What? Oh yeah, X-Plane. There we go. So thank you, Super Typhon. Sometimes my old brain just forgets things. On a moment's notice, yeah. Oh dude, Kay, you will love Microsoft Flight Sim. If you have any questions about Microsoft Flight Sim, in my Discord, we've got a lot of information about how to set it up for multiplayer and stuff like that, or just ask in here. But I do have a Discord if anyone would like to join it. I'm close to, good Lord, what, 500, I think, people now? Or not close, maybe 450 in my Discord, which is just mind-blowing to me. Yeah, I got 436 Discord members, which is just mind-boggling to me. Oh, thank you, Kay. Wow, Beethoven, that's wild. Was it anywhere near the shore? Is there any danger of, Turkey is bordered by the ocean, correct? Or am I wrong on that? Did I miss any chats? I'm sorry, y'all. Nearest field, Sparky, we are approaching Yankee Bravo Romeo Mike in, well, it's gonna be a little while. The closest airport right now, we are 25 miles east of YBGB, southeast of Yankee Bravo Golf Bravo. It is a bit inland, good, okay. Yeah, YBRM is gonna be a full stop. Yes, I gotta take a potty break. Well, I'm glad that it's somewhat inland so that there's not a chance of tsunamis. Who did the thing? Who did Thanksgiving? I didn't even say. Oh, there it is. Turkey has the Black Sea and the Mediterranean Sea. Oh, okay. Thank you, Kay. Oh, why is my commands command not working? Viper Strike, I'm not sure why my commands command is not working. Flow does some weird stuff for me every now and then. And that's one of the things, it stops working. ATC bot for some reason sometimes. Let's see. Yeah, ATC bot is on. Snowmobiling is fun, but the after is not so fun, dude. It was kind of like that with me. I had a Sea-Doo for about a year and I loved it. This was in 2014. I loved it, but boy, you don't know it when you're riding it. But later on that day, and especially the next day, you feel all the muscles that you were using while riding it. A jet ski. Oh, Kay, that's called Little Nav Map. It's called Little Nav Map. It's free and it's amazing. A lot of streamers, a lot of flight simmers use it. No problem, Jim. You're paddling as fast as you can. I understand, man. No worries. Dude, you did 90 miles on a snowmobile? Wow. I've never ridden a snowmobile, but I can imagine how it'll beat you up. So we're flying over a nature reserve right now. This is Column Point. Is that right, Oz?
Yep, Coulomb Point.
Coulomb, thank you. Spoken just like an American, right?
Yeah, you're doing well.
Thank you. And the Infinite Fireman, thank you for posting the Flight Sim Expo command. Also, Flight Sim Expo is coming up in June. It's going to be an amazing time. Oh, come on now. It's going to be an amazing time. I'm looking forward to being there, participating in it, meeting many of the flight simulator community and viewers as well. That's something Captain Arash talked about a lot on his last stream, how excited he is. This is my first flight sim event, and I'm super excited to be a part of it, and especially to meet people like Captain Arash. Captain Arash and I are very, we stream both flying the same aircraft. We're both family friendly. It's amazing. Every time I speak to Captain Arash, I find more that we have in common, so I can't wait to hang out with him. Oh, Marco, you were at the original one? Nice. They felt it in Kuwait, 1,300 kilometers. Dang.
Okay, the coast down here for quite some distance is supports quite an extensive pearling industry and has done for since early last century, I think, or even before that. Originally, the indigenous folk were made to go and do the diving. The women particularly were especially good at it, but they did it under duress. They weren't paid or anything, just slave labour. But then when that was outlawed, eventually a lot of Japanese divers came into the area. There's a large Japanese community around us now, and they switched from diving for naturally found oysters and pearls to farming them. So they're actually cultured pearls these days, sort of man-made, if you like. They seed the oyster shell with a starter kind of ball, a little ball of plastic, and the pearl grows around that. And they go into the water in sort of wire trays, and they pull them up every so often and clean them up. And then I think it takes about 2 years to get a pearl to sort of sale quality, if I remember rightly.
That's interesting, because when you were saying a pearl farm, I was wondering how that worked. In my 54 years, I didn't know that there was such a thing.
Yeah, they do tours at Willie Creek. It's really interesting. You know, you have like a little lecture with a Microsoft slideshow, and they take you through the entire process. It's absolutely fascinating. And then you go out in a little boat and explore the area around the farm, the little inlets and that, and they pull up a few of these wire trays of oysters to show you. Yeah, it's fascinating stuff. Still crocs around here though, so you have to be careful. And there's a helipad at the farm as well. They do joy flights in the helicopter of the area, which is pretty good too.
Nice. You're a thank you so much for the follow. I don't know what that second word. I think it's I have no idea. Thank you. You're a for the follow. I appreciate that. So to answer some questions, you're a big fan. This is a new app, fairly new-ish, by Parallel 42 called Flow. This thing can do anything that you can imagine in Microsoft Flight Sim. Seriously. That's where I got this from. It's a widget that someone built that tells the closest airport, how far away we are, stuff like that. It's got this weather app. It's also got this time where we can change time just by turning a dial. We can lock time in permanently to where it's always a certain time of the day. And if we double click, it goes back to live time. We can also change the date, this is new. I haven't used it since I've seen it was just updated yesterday actually. So it's amazing, and it's on go to Orbix and look up Parallel 42's Flow widget. It's amazing. It's worth every penny that you'll pay for it as well. And so Kay, my flight plans are usually not Flow Pro is amazing. Kay, my flight plans are usually not direct to, like from one airport direct to another. Especially on a tour like this, we do a lot of zigging and zagging to look at different points of interest. So although when you type in the route command, it'll give you, in this case, the 3 airports we're going to visit tonight. We're going to be all over the place though, in between those 3 airports. So the best thing I can tell you is load in the flight plan. When you download the flight plan into your plane, it should pick you up right where we are at right now. I hope that's the plan anyways. Oh, that's true, Marco.
You're a bit like me. You wander, but you're never lost.
Exactly. Yeah, you know what, Marco, you're right. And I didn't know this until Capustic informed me about this. So I used to go to Orbix on Orbix's website to buy these anything from Orbix, but my credit card would keep on getting declined because Orbix is in Australia, and my credit card company knows that I'm not, or thinks I'm not in Australia, even though I am right now. Not literally, but in the sim. So Capustic told me that Orbix will take PayPal on their Orbix Central program. So that's where I'm going to start buying things from instead of going to their website. Thank you,
I think
Kurt.
your photogrammetry is off again, by the way. Scruffy.
Is it really? Oh, you know what? Yeah, it probably is, because that glitch I had. What I'm gonna do, is there a link for the widget? If you type in exclamation flow, oh, for the widget. Did I do one for the widget? I did not. Go to flightsim.to, and what I do is I Google. I'm so horrible. I'm such an old guy. Go to flightsim.to and search. Don't Google, search. It's two different things, Scruff. Go to flightsim.to and search flow widgets, and you'll find it.
Same thing, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Yeah, I agree, Infidel. Google has replaced the word search in our language, in the English language these days.
When my granddaughter asked me, well, what's blah, blah, blah? Well, just go Google it.
Right.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know if you have in America, but in the UK, where I used to live, hoover became a verb. Like you'd hoover the lounge room, or you'd hoover the bedroom, you know?
Oh, really? No, here it's just a vacuum here still.
No.
Wow.
No, we had everything's hoover. We'll hoover that up.
Wow. Now, fun fact though, along the same lines, JP Murillo, welcome back. Freon, when people talk about putting Freon in their vehicle, Freon is a registered trademark. So it's not actually Freon you're putting in a car, it's refrigerant. Freon is the company. Fun fact. So it's kind of along the same lines as calling it, we're going to hoover the room. What's
Is
up?
Freon still legal these days, or did they have to get rid of it because of the CFCs or whatever?
So see, we still use Freon as a generic term for any sort of refrigerant used in a vehicle, but the original R12, R12 is outlawed, and now we're using 1234YF in vehicles.
Yeah, I used to work in retail supermarkets years ago, and back in those days, all the refrigerant techs that came out to us, they all had a big canister of Freon with them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. KW, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Welcome in. Yeah, Gasper, I still call sodas a Coke. Go get me a Coke. Sure
Or
do.
pop.
Yeah, or pop. Yep. Yeah, back when R12 was readily available and used in everything, I was a teenager working at a full service gas station, and I had a blast with just experimenting with Freon, because it's actually a liquid that just boils at an extremely low temperature, much like nitrogen does. So I would poke a hole in the can and pour it into a little cap and just put stuff in it because it would freeze it super quick. And just experiment around with it, not knowing that I was killing the ozone layer. So I apologize to y'all.
Yeah, good on you, Super Ty. Pepsi for the win, man. Pepsi all the way.
Yeah, I like Pepsi too. Pepsi's where it's at. I'll agree with that. So I'm gonna, and that might be very controversial, but I want to ask y'all something. Why, those of you that are Pepsi people and not Coke people, why? I want to see if your reason is the same as my reason. I have a very specific reason why I like Pepsi over Coke. It's weird, but I want to see if anyone else is the same way I am. So why do Pepsi people like Pepsi over Coke?
Well, for me, it's not as it doesn't seem as sweet and sickly as Coke. It's got a slightly different flavor, and I just love that. Yeah.
I grew up, both sides of my family, everybody drank Pepsi. So the only time I'll have Coke is like a cherry Coke or something. I don't like cherry Pepsi.
None of that sugar-free stuff. It's got to be the real thing. You're only getting half the love if you're drinking the diet stuff.
But I do like the Mexican Cokes in the bottle with the real sugar in it. That's good stuff.
Yeah, the real sugar is good. Oh, Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper's good.
I actually found a very nice cola when I went out to a hamburger place near where we are in Perth that we frequent often because the burgers are awesome. But it's an import from the States, actually. I can't remember the name, but It's a completely different taste from Coke. It reminds me of a cola that we used to get back in the UK when I was a kid. I think it was called Strike Cola or something like that. But it's really nice flavour for a change.
Interesting. So, Dr. Pepper milkshake, dude, I would be so down for that. That sounds good. Aries, you like both? Yeah, I mean, I like both, but given a preference, I will take Pepsi any day. Like if I'm going to buy a soda, a 2-liter soda at the grocery store, I'm gonna pick a Pepsi unless they're out. So this is the deal with me, and this is weird, but this is the difference for me between Pepsi and Coke. Pepsi seems, I'm embarrassed to say this. Pepsi to me seems like the bubbles are bigger. Like when you drink a Pepsi, the bubbles just seem bigger than drinking a Coke. I don't know. That's weird. I know. Sim Caesar, what's up? We're talking. Oh, go ahead, Oz.
I was just gonna say that is a weird reason, Scruffy. I'll have to check the bubbles next time I have one. Yeah.
Do that. Compare the bubbles. So, welcome in Sim Caesar and Raiders. You came at a really good time. We're doing the old Pepsi versus Coke debate, and we kind of just wrapped it up. And Ori says all his Cokes taste like Budweiser.
And Pepsi won hands down.
So the reason I like Pepsi better than Coke is the bubbles seem bigger to me. It's a weird reason, but the bubbles seem to bigger. The carbonation seems like it has bigger bubbles with Pepsi than it does with Coke. That's why I like it better. Welcome in, Sim Caesar. Thank you so much. Size doesn't matter. Sim, Mister.
Okay,
thank you for the first time chat. I'll shut up. Go ahead, Oz.
I was just going to say the next inlet, which you're approaching now, Scruffy, is the Willie Creek Farm, Pearl Farm. And as you fly over it, you'll see there's lots of little fingers of water heading inland, and all of those are populated with these strings of wire racks that the oysters are cultured in.
Oh, that's really cool. I'm going to jump out of the plane or go to external view. I'm not going to jump out of the plane. Sim Caesar, thank you so much. First of all, Sim, thank you so much, first of all, for the raid. I appreciate you very, very, very much, Sim Caesar. Y'all, please go give Sim Caesar a follow. Good, longtime friend of the community here. I enjoy hanging out in his channel. In fact, I was probably just lurking in his channel. I can't remember who I was lurking before stream. And Sim, thank you so much again for the resub as well, dude. 4 months in a row. What? Thank you, thank you, thank you. For those of you that are new to the channel, I'm Scruffy Tam. I'm a longtime gamer. I've been gaming since the late 1970s. I've been a streamer since September of 2020 and a flight simmer since September of 2021. Welcome in. Welcome in. And Wolf, thank you for the, Wolfie, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. And Ciro Mongacito, thank you for the follow, Ciro. So what we're looking at here is actually Pearl Farms. This is an area where Pearl Farms are. And we're going to turn inland just a bit. Turn to a heading of 134. Y'all, we're flying in Australia on Thursdays. I do an Australian tour. I've got a Australian resident in voice with me, Oz Nomad. That's the voice you heard when you first came in.
You probably need to fix that photogrammetry again, Scruffy.
Yeah,
because you're not seeing what I'm seeing.
I sure aren't. Let's see here. Having some weird things with Microsoft Flight Sim keeps on saying I'm offline, low data mode, which I've seen that on several different streamers' channels. Yeah, I'm getting Bing back. Thank you, Cappy Stick. Bring Bing back. Bing will be back momentarily. Bing stepped out for just a minute. So we are close to the next airport, actually. If you'd like to jump in and fly with us. Yeah, Saber, it's really a shame that it does what it does. We are close to our to our next full stop airport. If you'd like to jump in and fly along with us. The server is Southeast Asia. Every one of my flights, whether on stream, off stream, whenever, our group flights. If you'd like to jump in and fly along with us, feel free to. The next airport is actually Yankee Bravo Romeo Mike. We're just a little ways away from it, 18 or so miles away. So jump on in and fly with us.
Yeah, we got two points of interest before we hit the airport. The first one is the Malcolm Douglas Crocodile Farm. Now, Malcolm Douglas is kind of the Steve Irwin to the older generation. He was around in the 60s and so forth, and established a crocodile farm here. Unfortunately, he was killed on that property several years ago now. Nobody's quite sure what happened, but he was found pinned by his vehicle to a tree. And unfortunately, by the time he was discovered, he had expired. So obviously had some kind of accident while trying to do something with the vehicle. But the farm still operates these days, but it's a pretty low-key operation compared to the Steve Irwin Zoo that we looked at previously. And then on from there to Cable Beach. Cable Beach is a famous beach in Broome. It's called Cable Beach because it's where the undersea telegraph cable came ashore from Southeast Asia originally. And it's got a beautiful beach. The tide goes out for a long way. It's like, if the tide's out, it's a good kilometre walk to get to the water from the beach, top of the beach. But they also do sunset camel rides on the beach, which are very nice. Just sort of take a leisurely stroll on the back of a camel up the beach and then back down again. It's a really nice way to watch the sunset over the ocean.
Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. JPM Navigator, I was wondering about that. I saw where you followed me. I don't remember when it was, but I wondered if that was you. And let's see here, Super Typhon. Yeah, Super Typhon, I'm being careful. I don't want to, looks like I may already be having an issue. I don't want to cause anything to happen bad, but we'll see. And Gasper has banned this word, so I'm going to put a 5-minute timer on, and I'm not able to say the word that is spelled FLY. So there's the 5-minute timer. Yeah, I really appreciate Oz so much jumping in, and he creates these flight plans week by week for me, and is willing to jump in and talk on voice too, and share photos in Discord with us. Really is amazing. Well, just waiting on Bing to come back up. Oh, your old account was closed. That's weird. Yeah, thank you for the F. So if I scoot myself over, let's see here if I can do this. Scoot my window over, you can see where it is working. We've got the little circle going on here where it's trying to do something. But all I want to do is drive my plane. Oh, come on. Ah, there we go. There we go. It just took it a little while. Holy crap. Wow. Yeah, this is amazing. Thank you, Cappy Stick. Dang. And thank you, Oz, too, for pointing that out. Oh, no. JPM, that is kind of crappy. So we're back in the air finally. And as you can see, we're 10 miles northeast of Broome, Western Australia, YBRM. And actually that direction is correct, unlike the last one was, which is weird. Oh, I see now. So the next waypoint is the crocodile place that you were talking about. No problem, Jim. JPM, that's probably what I would be the most upset about, is losing the subs that you've already paid for. That's kind of crappy. Man, we got a bunch of people flying along with us too tonight. A lot of people just, oh, did I just say the word?
Yes, you did.
Ugh. Let me
Do
restart
it to
it.
yourself all the time.
I do, really. Yeah, I do. Dora, what's up, Dora? See what I did there? How you doing, Dora? Good to see you. Welcome in. Y'all go give Dora a follow, another streamer that is Microsoft Flight Simulator streamer. Welcome in. Oh, that's where it went wrong. You were trying to buy one and couldn't. The subs you had were all given. Oh, gotcha, Jay. Oh, man. But still, you lost all the subs that were given to you. I'm doing really well, Dora. Thank you. So someone has banned me from using the second half of your name, is why I'm just calling you Dora this evening for now. That's what the timer is there for. I've been banned from saying that word. But welcome in. Go give Dora a follow, y'all. So again, my new schedule on Tuesdays, I've decided that we're gonna do Turbine Tuesdays. We'll be in the Vision Jet doing some sort of a business trip on Tuesdays. Tuesdays start at 8 a.m. Eastern time and go till about 11, about 3 hours, because I have to go to work right after that. Then on Saturdays, we're gonna be doing the Italian, we're gonna be in Italy, seeing the world update that I missed, thinking I had the world update. I've already done this tour one time, but I didn't have the world update in, so we're gonna redo it properly this time. He walks, usually Kurt Deasy, until he needs to use his cape, but he actually does walk as well. Oh, you woke up early? Nice, thank you. Something like the saying, yes, go put a kite on a string. Yeah, KW, I like that name too. Yes, Beethoven, get me a case of water. Oh, JP, that sounds nice. A 5-minute walk from the beach. Oh man, that would be really nice. I'll tell you in 2 minutes, Kurt.
I passed the crocodile farm now, turning towards the beach. So don't anybody crash land in the crocodile park, okay? You may not make it out.
So here's the crocodile farm right here. That would be a tragedy. Do not crash in the crocodile farm.
That's it. Yeah, bang on, Scruffy.
He Ubers. That's hilarious, KW. I love that.
He zooms.
All right, now we're gonna head over to Cable Beach next. Fresh crocodile flesh to make barbecue, that would be good.
Broome is one of the larger towns down this coast. The population's about 15,000 people. That swells again in our winter when lots of people head up the coast for warmer weather, like me. Big pearling history, as I said. There's now a memorial to those Indigenous female divers that were treated so badly back in the day. And in fact, a lot of skeletons of those original pearl divers were shipped off overseas, as is often the case, to museums around the world. But fairly recently, a number of them were returned to the area to be dealt with properly. And when they were examined, there was evidence of things like malnutrition and damage to bones and that had been inflicted on them and so forth. It's terrible, really.
That is so wrong. But I'm glad that it seems that those wrongs are being righted. There we go. Time is up on the banned word. Thank you so much for the banned word. They do trip me up. I do it to myself, exactly like Infernal Fireman said. And you can see we got a ton of people flying along with us. Feel free to jump on in. Yeah, I only had to reset once. I tried to do a better job of remembering the banned words when I have. Yeah, I see you too, Jim. Good deal, good deal. So we're approaching Cable Beach, and then we'll fly into Broome International Airport, where I'm going to take a quick potty break, refill my water. Also, I've been drinking a ton of water. Bubba, thank you for the lurk. I've been drinking a ton of water, and like I said, it's working. I weighed 324, I think it was, pounds October 31st. And I know I gained probably 10 pounds over the holidays at least. And when I weighed yesterday, the scale behind me finally weighed me at 403 pounds. So I'm losing some weight, and I hope I can continue being motivated to lose weight. So I'll be a lot less lighter on the way to flight, or when I get to Flight Sim Expo. And actually, I'm going to overfly Cable Beach and head out over the ocean just a bit. It looks like I need to fly into runway 10 anyways. So that'll work out. Runway 10. Autopilot off. So this coming Tuesday, we're flying from Chicago O'Hare to JFK in the Vision Jet. That's what we're going to be doing Tuesday. And then again, Saturday, we'll start out our new tour of Italy. And my Tuesday stream and my Saturday stream both start at 8 a.m. Eastern time, which is 1300 Zulu time. Then my Sunday evening and Thursday evening stream start at 8 p.m. Eastern time, which is 1 a.m. the following day. So Zulu time anyways. Project Coastline Italy payware. I don't. Oh, nice. Thank you, Capstick. Let me take a picture of that, and I will definitely get that. Yeah, it was so embarrassing. I did the Italy right after the Italy World Update dropped. I did a tour of Italy, and I had made the flight plan specifically to cover all the areas that were updated in that World Update, and we flew it, and I didn't notice, and no one in my stream mentioned it either. but I had not loaded in the world update, and I was so embarrassed once I finally realized it months later. What time on Saturday? It'll be at 8 a.m. starting at 8 a.m. Eastern on Saturday. So someone asked if my granddaughter's team win the basketball game Saturday. It was actually a tie. So what they do, it's called Upwards Basketball. Upwards is a faith-based organization that just kind of gets kids off the streets basically and teaches them a sport. It's free, doesn't cost anything. And there's literally hundreds of kids that go through there every Saturday, and they teach them. Real coaches, real referees. They teach them how to play a sport. So there's a lot of inner city kids and troubled kids, but then it's also open for people, you know, kids like my grandkids who just want to be active and learn a sport. So they don't keep score. However, the parents always keep score. So Saturday's score was tied 8-8. And Cece Cat did not score in this game. She made several shots, but she didn't hit a basket. Oh, JPM, dude, it's almost through. Yeah, go to sleep, man. For sure. Oh, thank you, Kurt Deasy. I appreciate you wanting to fly along. And JPM, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much for the refollow and for telling me that you are who I was suspecting that was you. But thank you for confirming that, because sometimes I wonder if it's a troll, you know, someone mimicking someone's name from the community, and they're going to come in here trolling. Look at all these people flying along with us. This is amazing. I'm coming in really high, but I'm going to try to level it out once I get down to the runway. My Bravo is not working properly, y'all. My flaps aren't down. My flaps just went down even though I commanded them to go down earlier. Holy crap. No, that's awful. Awful landing. My flaps didn't engage until I was just about on the runway. I don't know what's up with that. No! Dang it, that was the CTD for sure. Hang on just a minute, let me get it going again. Yeah, right, Marco, and that's it happens. But man, that's the first CTD I've had in a long time, and I don't know what's going on with I guess it's just my computer's just overloaded, y'all. But I'm gonna have to wait till after Flight Sim Expo before I update my graphics card. Oh, come on, don't do this to me. Let's see here. Let me force Steam closed. Yeah, so if anyone would like to fly along, hey, what's up, Death Crow? I am back. Unfortunately, I just had a CTD. So if anyone would like to fly along, now's the time to jump on in and fly with us. I am reloading the flight sim. Give me just a minute. We are on Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia. Billy Joe, thank you for that chat. Good to see you. Welcome back. It's trying to come back up. And we are at the airport. We are at Yankee Bravo Romeo Mike Airport, if you want to go ahead and load in there. Yeah, Death Crow, I did. So I canceled Thursday's stream and I canceled Saturday's stream. But then 15 minutes before I went live tonight, I wanted to put a message out there to everybody that I was streaming tonight. That might be what you saw, and you may have misread that as another canceled stream. But that's not the case, not tonight. Continue in normal mode. Oh, you didn't even know? No problem, man. Go ahead, Oz.
Just to finish off on Broome, Broome's home to the Sun Picture Garden Theatre, which is the oldest operating open-air cinema in the world.
Oh, wow.
And it's also home to one of Australia's most famous nudist beaches. So no low flying when we take off, guys, okay?
I was going to ask you about that. Dang it. All right, so while we're waiting on the sim to load, I'm going to... Oh, you temporarily fixed the PC? Nice, Death Grove. What'd you end up having to do? I'm going to show off these pictures that Oz has posted for us. While we're waiting. There we go. So this is Cable Beach. This is the beach that we overflew to go out to the ocean to swing back in. Excuse me, and fly into runway 10.
Yeah, yep, it's a long way out there if you want to paddle.
Wait a minute. So is Cable Beach the nudist beach?
Well, part of it is, yeah. If the area where you walk and drive out, you can drive on this beach. You can turn right and head north with a vehicle, and the nudist beach is up a little further north. Yeah. Gotcha.
Okay. All right. So I'm glad to know that.
Not that I've ever visited it. You understand? Mrs. Oz would not allow that.
I'm glad to know that the name Cable Beach comes from the transatlantic cable and not that part. Moving on. So here's the camels that you can ride on the beach.
Yeah, that's a really beautiful experience, that, as the sun's going down.
Yeah, it's a beautiful photo. When I think Australia, I don't think camels.
We've got more camels here than anywhere else in the world, Scruffy.
That's amazing.
People come from the Middle East to buy camels from Australia.
That's right. You actually did tell me that. I find that amazing. So what was this again, Oz? Oh, this is
that's the Japanese cemetery, where many Japanese pearl divers are buried. Obviously, there were, they had problems with the bend. I think they had a compression chamber there, but obviously they couldn't save everybody. The bends was not uncommon back in those days.
Wow. And then this is the Sun Picture House that Oz was talking about, the outdoor theater. You said theater, right?
No, that one's Roebuck Bay, which we'll come to shortly after we take off.
Oh, I misread.
An idea of the scenery around there, and the last photo is the one of the Sun Picture House.
There we go. Yeah, I misread where you put the word. Yeah, here's the Sun Pictures. Nice. Thanks for sharing these pictures with us. It makes it much more engaging, especially while we're waiting on Flight Sim to pop back up. All right, so hey, Cesco, welcome in, Camel Gurus, right? Barbecue Beef also here. What's up, Barbecue? Good to see you, man. Welcome back in.
Yeah, Roebuck Bay is pretty interesting itself, actually, when we get there. The next waypoint on the route is a bird observatory there, where if you're a twitcher, which is a name for people who do bird spotting and that and are interested in birds, funnily enough, You can go and stay there, and they do courses and lectures and all sorts of things. The area is a very big area for migrating waders, different types of wader birds, and people come here from far and wide to sort of see them. Also in Roebuck Bay, the tide, as I said, around here goes out a long way, and lots of Roebuck Bay is exposed when the tide is right out. You can do a hovercraft tour out on that bay.
Oh, neat.
And they'll take you out, and you get out of the hovercraft, and there's about 3 inches or so of water, and they'll get a little table out and put a tablecloth on it, and out comes the champagne and the orange juice, and you have a little drink. And there's a phenomenon here at certain times of the month called the Staircase to the Moon. So they do these tours as it's getting dark. And if you look towards the moon, the reflection of the moon in the very shallow water here gives the impression of a staircase leading up to the moon. It's quite impressive to see. And also in the bay, they take you out. You can see dinosaur footprints in this bay.
What? Oh, that's pretty awesome. Wow. All right, let's see here. I'm trying to get things back going here. You see Sesgo, but you didn't see a 747 in the group. Right? Yeah, Staircase to Heaven, Led Zeppelin. Heck yes, exactly. It looks like Little Nav Map also is not liking that I had to restart Flight Sim. Also, I can't see myself on there. Give me just, hopefully once I load in, it'll show up. We'll see. While we're waiting, Friday I did a drone thing, and one of the cool things about being doing things the right way anyways in the United States with flying drones and stuff close to airports is they have these charts. It's called Lance, LAANC, and this is how you can tell. Oh, okay, thank you, Dreaming, appreciate that. I was wondering. So let me show you. This is the map I had to use. So the area that I was flying Friday is right here. So I was mapping this area right here for Custom Audio and Lighting. They do really big concert productions, stages, lighting, and audio for pretty big time people. And so what they wanted to do, they wanted to map out this area so that they could show this town, this venue, how they could house a big concert there, where, you know, everything would be laid out. So my job was to go and map the area. However, it's within the airspace of a Class E airport. So what I have to do, I looked at SkyVector first to see if I would be okay, because I knew I was close to the edge of the airspace, but I was still within the airspace. So then I had to pull this map up and look and see. If you can see each box, it's really hard to see probably for you guys. Each box has a number. This one's 100. The further out you go, this one's 200, and then you'll see 400, sometimes a 300. What that means is you are able to fly in those areas up to that altitude and get instant approval without having to get the ATC involved, or the FAA ATC agent involved. However, where I needed to fly, it's kind of splitting. I've lost it now. Where am I at? Right here. No, that's not it. Sheesh. I moved around and lost it. Anyways, where I was flying was splitting a 100 and a 200 area right here. So my flight plan was basically a circular plan right here. So I was in a 100 area and a 200, but I was requesting 250 feet. So I actually had to talk to an ATC agent and get approval to fly. And I got approval for 3 hours, and it took me just about the entire 3 hours to do what I wanted to do, but it was pretty cool. And we actually negotiated. I asked for 250. I said, I lied. I didn't lie, but I misspoke. So I asked for 250. He called and he said, look, I can't do 250. Can you do 200? And I said, well, 200 is a little low. He said, well, let's do 225. So I'm like, really? I'm negotiating with FAA. What kind of stuff is this? That's pretty cool. All right. So now we're good. Yes, they are grid squares. Yep. So that's how, when you're going to fly a drone, that's only for drones only. That grid is only for drones, and it's over controlled airspace. Any airport that has a tower will have that grid. And then you look and see if you don't have to go above that number in the grid as far as altitude wise, then you're good. If you have to go above it, then you have to ask for special authorization to go. Haggling with FAA, right? Who would have thought that? Marco, I'll be right back. I gotta take a quick pee break. I forgot. I've got it so involved in trying to get this going that I forgot I got to do that. So hold that thought, and we'll talk about that when I come back. Be right back. I'm gonna make it quick. Hit those F's in chat while I'm going. Oh, that was a quiet one. Lord, the music was loud. Sorry about that. Okay, so I've got a Mavic 2 Pro, and I brought it with me. I didn't use it, but then I've got a Phantom 4 Pro that I use. That's a workhorse. That's what I use mostly for mapping things. So I used it, but I brought the Mavic 2 as a backup. So not only
Stream on.
Thank you for the alert, Bubba. Welcome back.
Stream because I came back to you.
So not only in this case, depending on the manufacturer of the drone, I use DJI drones. Not only did I have to get approval of the FAA to fly in that airspace, then I also had to go through an unlock procedure with DJI, or they will not let you fly in controlled airspace either. So I had to get approval from the FAA and then submit approval to DJI to get that zone unlocked so that the drone would literally take off and fly. And that was another thing on my plate last week, that I was just overwhelmed. And I just got to the point where I just couldn't focus on anything, and it's my own fault. But I was a service manager. So here's the deal with me. I was a service manager for 14 years at a Chevrolet Cadillac dealership, and I had grown to love, oh my God, are you serious?
Wow, Microsoft's really got it in for you today, Scruffy.
man, I'm just being quiet because I could say so many things right now. This really makes me mad. Chronico, thank you so much for the resub, dude, for the prime sub. Thank you so much. I have not, says Go. I have not, dude. S-Rap, thank you. I was gonna say thank you for the chat. Right on takeoff at that. Right on takeoff. Chronico, thank you so much for the prime sub, dude. I appreciate that. So part of, yeah, putting the M at Microsoft in Microsoft Flight Sim for sure. All right, give me a second. I've got to force Steam closed first.
Well, just to catch up on Beethoven's earlier question in chat, then while you're doing that, Scruffy, about the dingoes. Wild dingoes are protected. Well, they're sort of protected in Australia. You're not allowed to go and grab them and turn them into pets. But obviously, over the years, there has been a lot of interbreeding between the wild dingoes and domesticated dogs. And in fact, my wife's daughter did at one time have a dog that we swore was at least 70% dingo.
Oh wow. Really, Super Typhoon? Well, I don't feel so bad if it messed up Two Tone Murphy's stream, and I know it's messed up Arash's stream, but it's really upsetting as a streamer when you're, trying to engage with your community and have a nice group flight and just enjoy some chill time together and talking and just having a good time, when it keeps doing this. Exactly. Yep. My photogrammetry hasn't been working, and CTD when I enable it. Yep. That same thing, Jay Winokur, is what I'm having. Yes. And it's taken forever. And not only that, Dreaming, I've actually got it on a, SSD card. It's not on a regular hard disk drive. It's on a SSD now. So, yeah, that was just another thing on my plate last week, was building the flight path, first of all, for where I needed to fly and capture what I needed to capture, and then getting approval from the FAA, getting approval from DJI, plus all the other things lumped in there too. It was just overwhelming. Oh, Beethoven 3:45. Holy moly. Go to bed, man. Get you some rest. Sleep well, dude. Hey, I don't blame you, man. The last time I stayed up till 3:45 a.m. was during my 22-hour stream.
I salute you, Beethoven. I can't handle that kind of thing these days. Like, by 10 o'clock, I've had it. That's it.
Yeah, unfortunately, Super Typhoon. But what's really crappy about that is, that's one of the reasons why I fly in Microsoft Flight Simulator and stream it, is for the scenery. But yeah, we'll see. Take care, Beethoven. Sleep well, dude. Yeah, Marco, as you can see, it's gonna take a few minutes. Hadn't thought of that, about that, Bubba. Although
yeah,
it was,
I don't seem to be having any problems either, Scruffy. I know I'm on Xbox, but it's still a PC at the end of the day. I wonder if it's an add-on of some kind.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of that I've changed is I did add the Tobii eye tracker, and Flow did have an update too. And someone did tell me that Flow was what was causing the stutters, but maybe I should have removed it before I restarted. Okay, you have the new Flow update, no problems there either, Marco. Okay, good. All right.
Did you empty your community folder out with the AAU1 update or not?
I did not. Oh, that could be the problem actually.
There might be another add-on of some kind interfering that hasn't been updated properly to cope with it, I suppose, but only a guess. True. And yeah, Chronico, yeah, definitely. My LOD is way better since that AAU one update. It's back to what it was previously now.
Mariner Halley, thank you so much for coming in and hanging out, man. I really do appreciate you. Y'all go give Mariner Halley a follow, another flight sim streamer and a great guy. Sleep well, Mariner Halley. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, Jim, sorry about that, man. You take care also. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out, flying along for what little bit of time we were able to fly together, Jim. Thank you. Chronico, no way, no way. Now the Cannonball Run, had it turned out that it was a 24-hour stream, that would have been my one and only. Although next year for the Cannonball Run, it might end up being a 24-hour stream. Who knows? Depends on the weather.
A 24-hour steam. That could be interesting. We're talking about a group sauna here.
Right, dreaming, exactly. Okay, here we go. You know what? I'm going to try to spawn in the air this time. I don't necessarily like to do that, but I'm just curious to see what happens if I spawn in the air. Right, that's going to spawn me at 1,500 feet. Yep, that's good. I'm going to try that and see. Hey, what's up, Beelzy? How you doing? Beelzy, what's happening, man? How are you? Good to see you. Beelzy is a fellow streamer on Twitch, does a lot of variety. A longtime member of the community here, Beelzy Official is. Good to see you, Beelzy. Hope you're well. There's a shout out for Beelzy. Go give him a follow. He is a DJ, does some DJ streams as well as other things over on his channel. Microsoft Flight Sim keeps up like this, I don't know. Y'all may end up seeing a Fortnite stream or something. Who knows? Beelzy, Microsoft Flight Sim is not playing nice with me tonight. It's already crashed twice. X-Plane, I don't have X-Plane actually, dreaming. I do have DCS, but I've never, it would need to be updated. But I mean, who's to say that's not going to take any longer than what we've just done? All right, now I've got to figure out. Oh, come on now. Okay. It's not letting me autopilot. There we go. Cycle the breaker. I gotta find me on the map. Oh, did you really, Captain Stick? You had a lot of problems as well? Well, it's good to know that I'm not the only one that's struggling with this, but it truly is maddening when you're a streamer having problems like this. And I really do. Here we go again. If it crashes, next time it crashes, I'm just gonna have to end the stream, y'all. I'm sorry. Yeah, no. That's the autopilot beeping. Actually, I'm trying to turn autopilot on, but it's not liking me for whatever reason. Oh, I know what it is. There we go. I didn't have the Barrow setting in there, is why it wasn't why autopilot wasn't working.
Do you still have your Toby on?
I do.
Maybe that's, I don't know.
Yeah, it could be. I thought about disabling it, but I'm gonna try it and see. All right, so there's another lighthouse. Oh, so the lighthouse isn't there, even though it's supposed to be there?
No, sorry guys, to get your hopes up. It's there in real life, but not modelled in the sim. It's Gantone Point Lighthouse.
That one guy didn't do his job.
I know, right? I'm gonna fly over there and look at it.
I've sacked him. Yeah, I've just had enough.
I'm just gonna glide down, get a little lower. I was a little high there. We'll fly over to where the lighthouse should be because it's on the plan, so we're gonna go over there. Yeah, Super Typhon, that's on purpose. I'm trying to bleed off some altitude without overspeeding. Thank you. And a lot of times it looks like this, even though they're not down. But yeah, this time it was on purpose. Thank you for pointing that out to me.
Look at that beach again. Man, that looks gorgeous.
The beach really is amazing.
And the thing about Western Australian beaches, you know, is that you can have them all to yourself. It's quite an impost when you find somebody else walking along your beach.
Yes, let's go. For once my flaps were down. Yes. There we go, just checking my airspeed. Well, thank y'all for sticking with me. CTDs a lot of times are screen fillers. What kind of racetrack is that, Oz? You know?
Oh, that'll be horse racing, definitely.
Ah, okay.
Interesting spot for it.
It really is, isn't it?
Yeah, I think they put it right at the end of the peninsula there, away from town. Don't really know why. Maybe it was the cheapest land they could buy.
Maybe they said, not in city limits.
Yeah, it could be.
At least that thing has flaps. You were flying a biplane with the group earlier, and it turns out it doesn't have flaps. Oh no. Trying to land at 100 knots. Holy crap. And see, whenever it's CTDs, it also takes out my Logitech gauge right here, which is what I rely on to tell how fast I'm going, direction, and all that. So now I'm literally having to use little nav map to make sure which direction I'm going. And then I'll just jump into the plane periodically to make sure I'm heading the right direction. I mean, the speed, checking my speed. I know, right, Billsy? I really have been blessed for a long time without any issues, so it's hard for me to complain. All right, trying to get back on track now. Yeah, I could Dreaming Rain. Typically, out here in the bush, there's not VOR, but it does look like there may have been one for that last airport. But as we're going from waypoint to waypoint, that would be hard to do with VOR. But anyways, I'll stick with peeking at Little Nav Map, Little Big Mac or something. This is true, Dreaming. I've not always had that luxury, and unfortunately, I do find myself a lot of times relying on nameplates to get me what I'm looking for, you know. But I'm sure if I ever do decide, if I'm ever able to get back in a plane as a student pilot, I'm sure I won't see nameplates of other planes while I'm really flying. So it's not a good habit to get into. So we got Hello Wall flying along, Captain Stick, Jernot's with us, Cap Moton, Oz Nomad, your big fan, Strut Vase, NWK, VHLWA, Nova Stuff, Billy Joe, Kirks, Commander Keen. Oh shoot, here we go again. Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? Now my cursor ain't even showing up. Oh, Marco, that's you. Hello, all's you. Why is my cursor not showing up now? Alt tab out and the mouse should show up. Thank you. Nope.
Unplug the mouse and plug it back in, Scruffy.
Ah, there we go. There we go. I got it. Thank you. But still, it won't let me select. Won't let me select it. What the heck? Yes, I am hardlined. Yeah, this is a very common error with Microsoft Flight Sim Kurt Deasy here lately. God bless it. I'm gonna have to reboot.
Would it click be okay if you press enter on the keyboard?
No, I tried it. Ah, there we go. Thank you for that. Hey, Dreaming coming in with a win. Thank you for that. I was about to just say I'm gonna have to end, although I don't want to.
I'm going to persevere and endure.
I know, right? I'm hoping that that they are aware of this horrible bug and are getting it worked on. Although I use the Microsoft Flight Sim Forum calendar a ton. Yeah, I'm going to leave the scenery the way it is now, unfortunately. Because it's just going to kill the stream again. Yeah, I use the Microsoft Events calendar, but I don't really use the forum. Maybe it's time for me to jump in there and...
It looks like you got good photogrammetry at the moment.
Oh, good. I figured it would have killed it again. pressing random buttons doesn't work. You're not pressing enough of them, right? Apparently so. Thank you, Dreamy. Yeah, paparazzi, it's just maddening. Like I said, as a streamer, you kind of want things to go smoothly. How far is the final airport? I think we still got a ways to go. Oh yeah.
Little nav map says 94 nautical miles.
Okay, thank you. So we've got about another hour and a half. A little longer than an hour and a half. Holy crap. That's gonna put me getting to bed late. That's all right. The good thing is I don't have to be to work until tomorrow at 12 noon or 1 o'clock. So that's a good thing. I can sleep in tomorrow. Tuesday morning I stream though, so I'm up till about 11 o'clock. I teach until 10 on Monday p.m. 10 p.m. Monday. Then I get up. Then I go to bed around 11 p.m. Get up at 5:30, 6 o'clock a.m. on Tuesday. Then start stream at 8. So the Monday Tuesday transition is somewhat brutal. Firewall it, yeah. The thing about firewalling this plane is it will blow up the engine. It'll actually start smoking and then lock up on me if I firewall the WB sim, and that's what I love about it. And my engine health I know is not 100 because I haven't rebuilt it in a while. Not bad though. Where am I at? Yeah, engine health's 89, so if I firewalled it, I might make it to the final airport before it locked up on me, but I doubt it. Well, that's true. I don't like slewing though. I'm going 40 knots? No. Oh, yeah, wait a minute. So, yeah, I've got to restart. Hang on, let me restart this. There, now it should be up to date. Is it? There we go. Now it's up to date. Sim Toolkit Pro wasn't up to date. From where I had to restart. Now it is. What's up, King Ken? How you doing? Good to see you. The next airport is actually going to be the final airport, King Ken, but the closest airport is Yankee Bravo Romeo Mike if you'd like to jump in. It's all just waypoints from here until the final airport, but we're still going to be in the air for about another 90 minutes. Hat Trick, what's up, Hat Trick? Good to see you. Oh, Kodiak sounds so good, Infinite Fireman.
There's one more airport before the final one, Scruffy.
Is there?
Yeah, we've got YLGB,
Oh.
Lagrange, and then the final one is YAPA, Anaplanes.
I missed that. Thank you. Awesome. Marco, thank you for the sock command. Every time I see that airport name, I think of ZZ Top. So my socks of the day: on the right foot, I've got my black socks with airliners on them. On the left foot, I've got my runway socks. Or I think these are actually taxiway socks. Yeah, these are the taxiway socks on my left foot. On the right foot, airliners. Those are my socks of the day. Ho. Man, look at the people. That's wild. This is big crowd of people flying. Thank y'all. I think there's actually a way on flow to see the people that are flying. I'm not sure position. That's it. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. No, don't crash. Oh, golly. I shouldn't have done that. Close it, close it, close it. Close. There we go. You're a Texan, you've never seen them live? I haven't seen them live either, actually, Marco, but I'm not a Texan, though. But a Grammys, yeah, it looks like it dreaming. Bing Maps must be off now. Is everyone else's looking this rough, or is it just mine?
No, I haven't had any issues.
Hey, Confucian Steve, what's happening, man? How are you doing? Welcome in. I think I saw you speak right when you came, right after Sim Caesar raided me. But how you doing, Confucian Steve? Confucian Steve is another flight sim streamer. Longtime friend of the community also, man. Good to see you, Confucian Steve. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I noticed it really killed things. Eye for detail. Yeah, yep. I try to not miss a chat, and there was a lot going on all at that one time, so I did miss saying hello to you, and I apologize, but good to see you, man. Are you going to bed, Ass Rap? Take care, man. Sleep well, my friend. See you next time. Next time you can make it on. I kind of like my new stream schedule because I can catch different people, you know, like on my early morning streams I catch a lot of my European friends, and then on my evening streams like tonight I catch the people from Australia and some of the West Coast people in the United States as well. I'm doing good, dude. Thank you for asking. Doing really good. But back to the concert venue, I am gonna have to go back with a representative from that company, because he said he really wants to highlight the stage area so that they can lay out the band layout too. And I didn't get quite enough footage for him of the stage area, so he wants me to do almost stage level, the level with the stage, looking up where we can see the bottom of, the bottom of the roof of the stage, and then about halfway up all the way around, and then up all the way around, so he'll get enough data to really render that stage well. And he's doing it in Blender. 7 p.m. on the West Coast. Yes. Am I going to be bumping up against Fabio? Yes. Yeah. So Fabio and I start streaming 1 hour before Fabio does. Typically, although we do share, most flight simmers all share pretty much the same community, and although we do share a lot of the same community, his going live doesn't seem to affect my numbers anymore like it used to. It was pretty wild last year when I was I had a lot less followers. Whenever Fabio would go live, my viewer count would just tank. But now it stays pretty steady, which I know a lot of people like, and I do this myself. I have several tabs open and I'm lurking in several different streams, and I know that's what's going on. But no, I appreciate everyone being here. 4 hours after. Holy moly. So you stay up all night and then sleep during the day? Is that your work schedule? Do you work third shift, Marco?
Oh, I forgot to mention about Roebuck Bay when we passed over it, by the way, that during the last war, there was a Japanese bombing raid over Broome, and there were a number of Catalina flying boats moored in the bay at the time. They'd just come back from Southeast Asia, and many of them were sunk, and there's still a couple that are still in the water. When you go out on that low tide, trip on the hovercraft, you can see bits of the aircraft sticking out of the water.
Oh, that would be cool to see. So did everyone else have this weird area right here that's just looks horrible and now it's back to really nice photogrammetry, or is that just me? By the way, Arch, what's up, dude? How are you doing?
I think that's just you, Scruffy.
Oh, that sucks. It's weird how it did that. I don't know. That's really strange. The great shark.
It's not picking up that tile properly. Although the area you're flying into looks better, but probably still not what it should be.
Gotcha. Arch NDA is a fellow flight sim streamer. He is a tower controller as well, but also flies airplanes as well. Good to see you, Arch. How are you? Go give Arch a follow. And yes, Dreaming Rain, the only airliner that I plan on streaming anytime soon. The sharp blurry line, right? Now we're flying over the sharp blurry line. Is gonna be, I'm gonna recreate the flight to and from Flight Sim Expo that I'll be taking. It's a 2-leg flight. Other than that, in my Turbine Tuesdays will be in Vision Jets, but I don't really consider that a airliner, right? Oh, thank you, Arch. No, you're too kind, dude. Always good to see you, man. Looks like we're also approaching another indigenous protected area as well. We are still down under. Yes, we are, Arch. On Sunday evenings and Thursday evenings, we're in down under. Tuesdays, I'm going to start doing a Turbine Tuesdays, and we're going to be flying the Vision Jet on Tuesday mornings. And then on Saturdays, we're going to do an Italy tour. Marco, that's pretty funny. Although, Marco, you could, Wombi's got a buggy that's free on flightsim.to, so you could get in the Wombi buggy and recreate it, because it's a pretty fast buggy. Actually, Cappy Stick, I think I do. I'm pretty sure, oh, wrong one. I'm pretty sure I do have the cache. Where is it located? It's located right here, I think, isn't it?
It's in data, I think.
Is it in data? Thank you. Yeah, see, Bing is off again. I'm not going to bother turning it back on because I don't want to crash. Yeah, rolling cache is on with a 64 gigabyte limit. Yep. But right now it's Bing Maps is screwing it up, and I hate to turn Bing Maps back on because it's gonna, oh, that's right, there is the C8 Corvette. I forgot about the Corvette too. What's up? Thank you for the introduction, Shrub Learner. Welcome in. Move your buggy. Change it to 8 instead of 64. Okay, I'll do that. Let's see. That could be killing me too, right? I mean, I
It'd
don't.
be a good idea to delete that when there's any updates to the sim.
Okay.
I mean, if you just hit the delete button at some point, I don't know if you want to do it now, maybe not, but it'll delete the data that's currently in there, and then it will just start recreating a new cache.
Really? Okay. All right. Oh, shoot. Oh, well. I just saw it went right back to 64 again. Oh, good Lord.
I think there's a lower limit, but I normally have mine set pretty high at like 200 gig.
Hey, Sergeant Staff, what's up, dude? We are Sergeant Staff. It's been a heck of a mess of a stream tonight. Not 160. Let's try 16. Nope, it doesn't like that either. Oh well. I'll leave it at 64 for now and play with that later on. Staff, are you feeling better, man? I know you were not doing too good last week. Yeah, man, Microsoft Flight Sim has not been good to me tonight. I've had 2 CTDs. I keep on getting that stupid not enough data limit error or whatever. 64 gig is like loading half the game. Really? Okay. Ah, okay, thank you. I'll try that. Oh, the meds are beating up on you. Bovo, welcome in. All right, let me take a, there we go. Take a picture of chat. Give me something to do tomorrow morning. Welcome in. Good to see you. Happy evening. It's Monday evening for me. Anyways, good to see you. We are troubleshooting Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's kicking my butt tonight. I am not going to land at this next airport, y'all, just for sake of time.
Yeah, maybe when you're off stream next, Scruffy, delete that cache file and maybe rename the community folder just temporarily or something like that, just to get everything out and see how it runs plain vanilla.
Yeah, I'll do that. I've got that add-ons linker, so that's a good way to wipe it out.
Oh yeah, that's useful, that, yeah.
Yeah, Favo, I actually am disconnected. It's just a weird thing that Microsoft Flight Sim, they've got a bug that's causing, I know Captain Arash had it, and I understand Two-Tone Murphy had it too, where it's saying that you're disconnected because you've got low bandwidth. Thank you for the follow, Shrub Learner. I don't have low bandwidth, I promise y'all. I've got a 1 gig up and down connection. So I don't have a bandwidth issue. It's just a bug in Microsoft Flight Sim. And that's why I'm showing as disconnected. It comes up and says you have low bandwidth, so that we're going to disconnect you from live. And that's why I'm not showing up, unfortunately. I got a feeling that may be why a lot of the people that were flying along with us aren't showing up now either, because we had a bunch of people in here a little while ago, and it looks like a lot of them are dropped off. I mean, I'm very lucky to have one gig up and down, but I just know it's not a bandwidth issue that I'm having. Yeah, Bing is bunged. Yep. Hey, Dr. Jack, welcome back, man. How are you doing? Good to see you also. Yeah, so I know it's not a bandwidth issue. And as much as I hate to I may just end up doing like Captain Stick and some others have done and just have to reload Microsoft Flight Simulator, just remove it and reinstall it. And God, I hate to do that because I don't have a lot of free time as it is. Oh, turning off cache help before you reinstalled. Okay. Dr. Jack, sorry to hear that you're not doing your best, but I'm glad. I mean, please manage. But it's good to see you. How have you been? What you been up to? Yeah, right, Chronico? Exactly. I agree. Last time that I had a uninstall and reinstall, it took, I don't remember. I want to say, and I could be wrong, 45 minutes. But I could be wrong on that. And that was the download. Now installing it took much longer, plus updating everything as well. So it was several hours, you know, all done, but still, I hate to do it. Oh, got you dreaming. Your cache is 8. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to do that tomorrow morning. Well, I'm glad your mental health is improved, Dr. Jack. Mental health is very important. I can't really call it an episode, but I got overwhelmed last week with a bunch of stuff. Have I tried? You know what? I haven't tried changing servers, Branding Iron, but I will say this, just from experience watching Captain Arash the other night, he did try changing servers too, and it didn't fix anything. It's just it's a horrible bug with the latest update that Microsoft Flight Sim pushed out to us. Yeah, so for me, I spent 14 years as a service manager, and I became addicted to stress and addicted to overwhelming my stuff with things to do. And I was I hate for this to sound conceited, but I was very good at my job, and I was very good at being overwhelmed and handling it. And so now, 5.5 years removed from that, I still sometimes want to overwhelm myself with things to keep me busy, and I just can't handle it like I used to, because it was day in and day out then, and now it's just periodical. Now it's just every now and then. So I have to pace myself, and I did not do a good job of pacing myself last week and became overwhelmed. Yeah, Super Typhon, I would agree with that. They pushed through a couple other things in that update that killed it, I think. Oh yeah, dreaming. I need to change. Thank you for that. I need to change that. So I've got my altitude set at 1500. I'll put it up higher so we don't keep on getting the beep, and I'm hovering right there around it. That's why we're beeping. Thank you. Hey, Spider Steve, what's up, dude? How are you? Welcome in.
Just to let you know, I've stuck a few more photos into Discord, Scruff.
Oh, nice. Thank you. No problem, paparazzi. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out. I appreciate you, man. Take care, dude. Doing good late today. I understand. No problem at all, Spider Steve. I understand. It's not been a good stream. I mean, it's been a good stream, but Microsoft Flight Sim has not played well with me today. I've had two CTDs and it's not been good. Oh, what you gonna work on, staff? Yeah, Dr. Jack, the older I get, the more I find that I need to actually slow down, as much as I hate to. Oh, wow. Show these pictures Oz is talking about. More shipping, nice. So I am working on a new series. It's going to be a lot of work of celebrity plane crash deaths, starting with musicians, that I'll be doing probably on Saturday mornings, but that's going to be a little far removed from now. So let me show you these pictures really quick. I'm already doing some research on Buddy Holly. He'll be the first, but other than that, we'll get there. Not JFK Jr. No. Oh, not in the Great Lakes. After returning from Florida a month, you're now dealing with intense sightings. Oh man, I hate that. Deadeye, what's up, Deadeye? Good to see you. How are you doing? No, probably. I mean, I may get around to JFK Jr., but to begin with, we're gonna do musicians first. So Oz has posted some more pictures for us. This is the staircase to the moon that he was telling us about, and yes, from this vantage point with the waves, it does look like it's a staircase. That's really cool, really cool. Yes, Deadeye, that's gonna be the first one. The first one will be called The Day the Music Died, that stream. Oh, now this is incredible right here. This is a dinosaur footprint in a bay. Oz, that's amazing. I'm glad you posted that. Thank you. My grandson is gonna flip out.
It's fabulous to see those things and sort of stand next to them thinking, well, this was all going on, many millions of years ago.
The Chronico, yes. I would love to. Yeah, that's amazing, Oz. That's really awesome. Yeah, so I've gotta, if you're in my Discord, please mention these in my Discord. I've got a channel that's called
if they haven't been already.
Yeah, if they haven't been already, yeah, check to make sure they haven't been already. I've got a channel called Flight Stream Suggestions, and then I've got a separate leg off that for this. So please list those for me. And I'm gonna do them in chronological order, but I had the idea first of just doing Buddy Holly, and then I said, you know what? I could make a whole series of these and start with the earliest ones and work our way up to the newest ones. And so here's the hovercraft that Oz was talking about too. That's really cool. I'll have to look up a video of that. Thank you, Chronico. Right, Sergeant Staff. Yeah, but the Buddy Holly's the first one he came to mind, but I will be covering Leonard Skinner as well. No, does it really? Okay, hang on. I'll have to redo that. Give me just a second, y'all. Oh wow, so these are actually plane crashes in the bay also. So when the tide goes out, you can see aircraft that have crashed in the bay.
Well, they didn't actually crash. They were sitting on the water when the Japanese bombed them and set them on fire.
Sorry about that. You said that, and I've been very distracted tonight, Oz. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it, Scruffy. It's fine.
Oh, that's awesome. Complete Freedom, how you doing, man? Okay, Sergeant Staff, you gotta go? No problem, dude. Thank you. Complete Freedom, how are you doing, man? Good to see you. Complete Freedom is a fellow flight sim streamer, a real pilot, also a pilot in real life. Good friend of mine. and just a great overall guy. Go give him a follow. Let me get this invite link working again. I don't know why Discord won't let me do a permanent link that just
Yeah, I
stays.
posted a fresh one for you.
Oh, you did?
Hey, firm.
Thank you. I may have just ruined it. So there's another link. Try that one. Try the one that Infinite Fireman just posted and see if that'll work. So this airport that we're overflying now, I'm not going to stop at Lagrange. Is that how you said it?
Yep, that's it, Lagrange.
Thank you. Marco is doing the same thing. It's saying a bad link. So try this one, because I did this one right after Infinite Fireman did that one. This one should be good. That's freaking weird. I don't know why it does that. It's actually the same link that I posted a little while ago. That's interesting, Marco. It should be working for sure. Yeah, try it in the app and see if that works. Oz, I'm just curious, how do you pronounce this last airport? Oh, never mind.
Anaplanes.
Yeah, that was just I am so distracted. I was looking at Yankee Alpha Papa Alpha, and in my brain it says Yappa, but that's not even. Never mind.
Yappa's good. Yappa's good.
It's been a different stream, y'all. Sorry, my brain's going all over the place. All right, welcome back, Branding. No problem, man. I'm doing really good. Complete Freedom. Microsoft Flight Simulator is trying to break me tonight, but I'm doing good.
Now, Anaplanes is a cattle station. It covers about 3,500 square kilometres in this area, and they run about 20,000 head of cattle on that.
Wow. Wow, that's wild. So if you're just joining, it's been a kind of a unique stream tonight. I am playing this on PC. Yeah. Yep. Had a couple CTDs. Hey, Spider Steve's in. Some weird things going on with this, with Microsoft Flight Sim. But if you'd like to fly along with us, jump on in. We're on Southeast Asia. This is the closest airport that's showing in the upper right-hand corner. We are 6 miles southwest of Broome. Yankee Lima Golf Bravo. From Steam. This is Steam. I kind of wish I'd have done the Windows Store, and there's a couple reasons for that. For one, it seems like whenever Steam CTDs, it's more difficult to get everything back working, and it may be that way in the Microsoft Store version too. I don't know. Hey, what's up, DCM? How you doing? Yeah, so DCM, I'm my stream schedule now is I stream on Sunday evenings and Thursday evenings, and then Tuesday mornings and Saturday mornings. So that's my new schedule. Try verifying files before reinstalling. Okay, thank you. No, they still haven't fixed it, Spider Steve. Have you got the fix for it though? I've actually got a fix in my Discord I can post in chat for you that will fix it. Wombi official created this fix, and it fixes it every single time. I've shared it out a bunch of times, and I haven't had a single person say that it didn't fix it.
Now, back in 1959, the government excised some land from the Anna Plains station and used it to build a village called Talgarno. And the village was sort of complete with some housing, a hospital, swimming pools, and a cinema. And that they used it to test the accuracy of Blue Streak missiles fired from Woomera, which is further to the east, where all the atom bomb testing and that took place back in the 50s. So I'm assuming they were firing them at that sort of dummy village.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we'll come to it later in the tour, but Woomera was the site for all the British atom bomb testing back in the 50s after the war. And it's still, parts of it are still reasonably radioactive to this day.
Oh, dang, okay. Okay, Dr. Jack, thank you. I'll look into that, but basically what's happening is, and this has been, I'm not the only person that's had this, a lot of people have had this, that after a little while of being in Microsoft Flight Sim, there'll be a pop-up window comes up and says that your bandwidth is too low and it's going to knock you off of the online, and then photogrammetry goes away. And then if you keep on putting photogrammetry back in, you keep on turning Bing back on, it finally CTDs you. So it's definitely a Microsoft problem. Yeah, it's definitely a bug in Microsoft Flight Sim that's caused me all the headaches today, but it's just unfortunate. But it's okay. I mean, I said a little while ago, I have been just blessed with really, really smooth streams for what, a year and a half now with Microsoft Flight Sim. So it's, you know, if I have problems every now and then, it's okay.
It must just be your turn this week.
Yeah,
Snuffy.
exactly. And I'm okay with that. Yeah, Spider Steve. Oh, nice. Who's that? Is that Captain Wotan? Yep, it is. Nice flyby there, Captain Wotan. Yeah, I think so, Spider Steve. What biplane is it, Dreaming, that you're flying? And I guess I totally miscalculated on how long it would take us to get to this airport. I was thinking it would be another 45 minutes. We're almost there. Love the sound of the Kodiaks. Oh wow, that's neat. We got 3 Kodiaks with us. Looks like it. Yep, 3 Kodys. Another thing I'm trying to figure out is how to make my default camera view this view. Because my default camera view is this view, and it's too close to the dash and not sitting up high enough. So I want to make this my default view, and I've found a video on how to do it, but it's a long process as far as changing the camera config file and then going back into the sim and looking to see what it changed. It says dancing rocket on the wings. It can cruise at 140. Oh, nice. Oh, is there control F12? Okay, thank you. Yeah, F12 actually put my flaps up. I mean down. Yeah, says go. So on Tuesday mornings, I'm gonna be doing the Vision Jet streams. For the time being, Tuesday mornings will be in the Vision Jet, but no, that's pretty much it. Yeah, Super Typhon, I was surprised. I totally miscalculated. When Infinite Fireman told me how many miles I was away, typically, the miles that I am away is how long it takes me to get there. But anyways. Oh, that's right. Says go. You were. Sheesh. I'm sorry. Trick is trying not to get it to do a barrel roll when he's trying to turn. Wow. Yeah, it has. It says go. It has. Thank you. Dreaming. Thank you for that purple. I love purple. All right, autopilot's off. Oh, that's pretty cool. And I'm gonna fly into runway, let's see here, this would be 28, runway 28. So while we're cruising along, I'm going to go ahead and say my thank yous. Whoa, shoot. Wow. Kurt Easy, thank you for the police. My plane was getting blown all over the place by this the variable winds and variable gusting winds. Holy crap, they're all over the place. So Shrub Learner, thank you for the follow. Chronico, thank you for the Prime sub. Ciro Mungacito, thank you for the follow. Wolfie, thank you for the follow. Sim Caesar, thank you for the resub, and thank you for the amazing raid also, Caesar. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so very much, my friend. You're a something or other, I have no idea. Thank you for the follow. Gasper the Friendly Fart, thank you for gifting a sub to K. K, thank you for the follow. Hamo Time, thank you for 2 gifted subs to the community. I love aviation too much. Thank you for the follow. I love it too. Rolling Mall, thank you for the amazing raid. Also, I appreciate that. And then Chainsaw Chody right at the beginning of stream. Thank you for the awesome raid. Also, my friend. Nightwind Elf with a sub, a prime sub at that. Thank you for that. And then JPM Navigator off stream yesterday followed, but he that's a longtime member that just had to change username. So thank you all those people for being involved in the stream this evening. As we approach our final airport of the evening, my next stream, we're almost, but 9 miles out. My next stream will be Tuesday morning. We'll be in the Vision Jet flying from KORD, Kilo Oscar Romeo Delta, to Kilo Juliet Foxtrot Kilo, KORD to KJFK in the Vision Jet. Should be about another 3-hour flight.
I phoned ahead to Anna Creek, Anna Plains, by the way, and they've arranged that they'll kill a steer, and it'll be on a spit roasting for us when we get there. So, food all round.
Nice.
Absolutely.
I need it. Top speed on the Vision Jet cruise speed. So I will be cruising at 250 knots. It will go up past 300 knots, but cruise speed last stream was 250, and that's what I plan on doing this time around too, is 250. It's such a fun plane to fly, very smooth. That is TAS. Yeah, I was only flying at 5,000 feet the last time. I'll probably fly at a more realistic altitude on Tuesday. But I really hate that the sim's acting up, but I really do appreciate all of y'all sticking around. Even during the couple CTDs I had and all the other struggles I've had tonight. Oh wow, Dreamy. Okay, I'm still learning some of that stuff, but I just remember from last week's stream that it was 250 TAS. I'm just taking a peek to see who's streaming right now. Planet Neutral streaming. He's killing it tonight. Rated him last stream though, so I'd like to raid someone new. I might, once I land, just search Microsoft Flight Sim to see who's streaming Flight Sim, and maybe he's not a friend already, and we'll make a new friend tonight possibly. I have to see who all's live. Yeah, that'd be great if I could change the default view to this just by pushing this button. So what this button does, it turns the Tobii eye tracker on and off, and then also when it's off, it takes me to default view, and that would be phenomenal if it would do that. Okay, Marco. I'll have to play around with that. It's going to be probably the end of the week. Well, you know what? Probably not even the end of the week. So Friday, I've got to go back to that concert venue. To collect some more footage that I didn't quite get enough of. Oh, nice. Thank you, Chronico. Yeah, I'm going to be heading to bed myself after this. I might read a little bit before I go to bed, since actually we're wrapping up earlier than what I had anticipated us doing. All right. Yeah. Thank you, Marco. I will definitely check that out. All right. I think this is the beginning of the runway right here off my my nose to the right. Looks like it. This is just a grass strip, apparently. Looks like it. See if I can get a better landing rate than the last one. There we go. What? How was that a negative 259? All right, you know what? I'm just gonna park right up here. Yeah, do a little air show, right? Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. So I'm gonna park it right here. There we go. Chronico, take care, man. Good night, my friend. And let's see here. Let me do a quick Twitch search. Oh, where do we do live searches at? There it is. Okay. You know what? It looks like there's not a whole lot of people live right now flying Microsoft Flight Sim. Yeah, there's not. It's me, Planet Neutral, Continuum, and Ken Kusha, whoever Ken Kusha is. They're a, looks like a German or maybe Dutch streamer, so that's not going to work. We'll just raid Planet Neutral. Tonight we're going to do Planet Neutral again. Not a whole lot of Flight Sim streamers out there tonight. But that's okay. Planet Neutral is amazing. What's really cool about Planet Neutral is all of his subs, bits, donations, everything that he gets on stream, he donates to charity. And he donates it on stream.
Settle down. Take it easy. What the scallop? I'm a goofy goober.
Thank you so much for the follow, Shug. Thank you for the follow, Shug. So he donates anything he gets on stream, he donates it to charity. And he also does it. Is Bill Mays live? Oh, I see that now. Oh, it's too late. Oh, Iceman is too. How did I miss Iceman? Sorry, I've already got the raid started. So we'll raid Planet Neutral tonight. Next time we'll raid someone new. All right, everybody.
Okay.
Oz,
Thanks
thank
for
you
your
so
company,
much.
everyone. We'll see you all on the next flight. Don't forget to get stuck into that roast beef.
Yes. Oz, thank you so much. I appreciate that very, very much, man. Thank you for hanging out with us. Everyone else, thank you for being here also. And Oz, thank you for all the hard work with my streams. I really do appreciate that a lot. All right, everybody, take care. We'll see you Tuesday morning. Hopefully Microsoft Flight Sim will be a little nicer to me and us. See you then. I wish you safe flying, happy landings, and tailwinds with no turbulence. See you next time. Let's start the raid, y'all. Oh, raid messages. Sheesh. Raid messages. If you're a sub, this is your message. Copy and paste that once you get over there. If you're not a sub, this is your raid message. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. See you next time. Let's go.